You know, every restaurant is a buffet if you want to pay. Especially here in Las Vegas, the all-you-can-eat capital of the world.
The all-you-can-eat capital of the world.
And I'm on a quest to vlog every restaurant on the Las Vegas Strip as well as downtown on Fremont Street. I'm 247 in, and this week for number 248, coming to you from the Aria Las Vegas, where I'm taking you inside the Bardot Brasserie. Really happy to have you along. I'll see you inside. And welcome everyone. Here we are seated at Bardot Brasserie by Michael. Here at
Yo, is that my man Corsair?
Absolutely beautiful restaurant.
How you doing, bro?
Stunning bar up
Dan
front,
Dice.
a nice wide
What's
dining
good?
room
One
it,
smash.
with a beautiful centerpiece.
What's good, man? How we doing? We chilling, man. You know what?
Music with beautiful
I ain't trying to play no games today. I feel like the last 3.5 days I just been busy grinding for Suspect. So I'm chilling now. You know what I mean? Yo, Anime Toonami 1993, and I feel like and also this is random, but my pause game is ridiculous because goddamn, I call her pause. I pause and I call her just straight picking her nose. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. All right. What's good, Mark from Liverpool, Cameroon? How you doing, man?
For seating, really nice vibe in here.
That's crazy.
Of the vibes, you know, it's all about the food for me. So let's take a look what they have to eat on the menu.
Yo, of course, it's over for me. It's over for me on Zenless,
take a
bro.
Look. Starting with the cocktails.
Champion Edition. I feel like I haven't played Champion Edition in so long.
The Seaside Martini is the cocktail of choice, their signature. Champagnes, your blancs, your rosés, all looking good there. And they have your beer, scotch, bourbon, tequila, and the like. They also have a full wine list upon request, but I'm not going to bore you with that. What I'm interested in is the food. So let's take a look. They've got,
yo, I gotta get going. Thank you so much, man. I
shellfish and all of that.
Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that.
Here
10.
Are the starters. You've got steak tartare.
They've been chilling like a villain. Chilling like a villain. Yo, caviar,
soups,
caviar, deviled eggs. Hold on.
Yeah, very nice.
That looks pretty
fantastic. Your
fantastic.
entrees here, starting here on the left, roasted chicken. A Royale with cheese. Oh, that all looks really great.
Yo, what's good, Miss Archangel? Happy Taco Tuesday from Australia.
Beef Wellington.
Yo, happy
looks
Taco
like that's their
Tuesday.
Signature dish. Handful of sides down here.
Cool, man. Yo,
looks like the macaroni
Rockman
is the
what's good? What's good? How you doing, bro?
Is their signature side.
Yeah, we're just watching. You know, I'm just chilling, man. We're just gonna watch food today.
Very nice.
So I'm watching my homie. This is a close friend of mine. So I'm just watching. You know, watching his videos. I didn't watch this past Saturday's video. A puzzle fight tournament there. There are. Are we gonna watch them? Wait, Invincible Beta? Nah, there's no beta.
Looks like they brought some French baguette.
Invincible versus Beta comes out on Thursday. Yeah, today is Monday, so we got 3 more days to wait.
Love that they have bread service
we
here.
did, we hit a little bit over 2,500, so like 2,532. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that's tasty. Excellent.
Good job standing up for the. Yeah, bro, that's just. Listen, that Pokemon shit, Pokemon Go shit, that's just dumb as fuck. I saw that and I'm like, okay, like if the pop off was so crazy, like. You know what I mean? Like it would have to be so crazy. But yo, I would if I had to rate the pop off, that pop off was probably like a 3 out of 10 compared to like FGC. You know what I mean? Like FGC pop offs compared to the pop offs that we used to. Like that is a 3 out of 10 pop off. The K-Brad versus Wolfcrone was a way more serious pop off. That pop off was like K-Brad versus Wolfcrone. That was like 10 out of 10. That's a pop off. Right, that's a pop off, but the Pokemon Go one, that was not a pop off.
Fresh, the textures are wonderful. I like everything about this bread.
I'm saying it's a low scoring pop off.
A bit of a firm chew to it, but a very spongy and soft bread center. It's earthy in flavor, with just a hint of sour as well. The bread here already is so good, it's hard to believe it gets better, because that's where the butter comes in. I do like the fact that they shape the butter into a rose. That's very fancy, but it's wonderfully creamy and adds a beautiful richness when it comes to the bite. Excellent bread service.
Are we making
to start,
sandwiches?
No, we're not making sandwiches.
Bardot.
I'm really looking forward to the rest. Okie dokie, so I'm going to continue working through this bread, and when we return, we'll actually do those appetizers. Don't worry, I'll be right back. And welcome back friends. Now my appetizers
Pokemon admins are ass. I'll straight up,
their
bro.
French onion soup as well as their butter.
They suck.
Salad,
Straight up, they suck.
The foie gras parfait as well as
I'm
the
gonna call it
escargot.
how it is.
Some very good-looking French fare here. Let's give it all a try. I'm gonna start things off with the onion soup. You would not believe the aroma coming off this soup. It smells so good. Got a nice spoonful here with some cheese onions and croutons underneath.
How you doing, bro?
I've got some pretty high hopes. Let's see if they're met.
I mean, this is a fancy restaurant, so I would assume that's not gonna be frozen butter.
Oh wow, that's really good.
What's good, Inquisitive?
French
69. How you doing?
Bardot.
You might have to come in
everything
June.
about this recipe. The beef broth is
Damn,
so
where we
good.
eating on
It is
June,
a little
bro?
bit on the watery side, not super viscous.
Where we gonna eat?
But the depth of flavor is magnificent.
We got choices
Not
now.
only do you get a very rich, beefy flavor, but the caramelized sweetness of the onions have stewed down beautifully into this broth. This is the kind of flavor you develop over hours, and it really shows up. I'm really enjoying this. Excellently seasoned, not bland at all. A wonderful flavor with a hint of tang coming from.
I gotta make content like this.
It's incredibly well
I want to.
balanced,
I want to do some
complex.
local.
really
I mean,
love
I
the
want to do
soup.
some
the
local
Gruyere
stuff.
cheese here is very mild. It offers a very beautiful richness, and the crouton underneath is quite spongy at this point, having soaked up so much of that broth. The sweet onions are also incredibly soft, almost silky, and ultimately this all comes together as a very, very delectable soup. Probably one of the best onion soups I've ever had. I like that one a lot. Next up, the foie gras parfait. Served alongside some sliced up buttered and toasted brioche. I've got some of that parfait spread on the top here. Let's give it a shot. Oh yeah, that's good. A nice tasty recipe. I'm certainly liking this one. The toast is great, crusty and flaky on the exterior, wonderfully buttered, delivering a bit of richness as well as working as a nice vessel for this foie gras parfait. I do like the bread. The foie gras section of this parfait is incredibly smooth. I think they were going for something like a silky peanut butter texture. It actually matches very nicely with the peanuts on top, but you're definitely getting a very rich, savory flavor out of that foie gras. A nice earthy nuttiness coming from some hazelnuts, and there's something like a cherry jelly on top, delivering a very nice tart sweetness, providing balance to the rich, savory nature of that foie gras. Now, I would say all flavors combined, I think my bites ended up being a little bit more sweet than savory, and I think I would want that in reverse. But still, I'm definitely finding myself liking this one. Another winner here at Bardot. Next up, the steak tartare. A beautiful steak tartare. We've given it a nice mix, and it's served along with potato chips, and I've got some on top here. And I'm really looking forward to this one. Let's give it a try.
Yeah, no, he goes hard with the details, man. Yeah, he lives in Vegas now.
Really
This is his YouTube channel. He does food vlogs on the strip.
Ingredients executed to perfection. The potato chips have such
yeah,
a
I've done a few,
crisp,
but not like
very
this though. Like
obviously
this
fried
shit I
in-house.
feel like
The
it's
airy
like
crunch is immaculate,
well made.
super
You know what I
satisfying
mean?
to bite into. But still,
Favorite
lightly
condiments I
salted
like on
potato
food,
flavor.
hot sauce.
The
I
perfect
love
vessel
hot
for the
sauce.
steak
Like a
tartare. I
good-ass
already love the
hot
potato
sauce.
chips. The steak tartare itself is wonderful. Beef is
Let's go
ultra
rich
tender.
broth.
You can
How you
tell
doing,
that they're
bro?
using prime beef here. The
Chilling?
meat is also nice and rich, leading
Goose
to a
liver.
velvety
Goose liver,
mouthfeel.
yeah.
They're using some top quality ingredients here. You can really taste it in the bite. I love everything that they made this tartare with. You get a nice flavor from those cornichons, a beautiful richness from the egg yolk, and a wonderful pungent note coming from the mustard. Oftentimes when I get a steak tartare, the flavor of the sauce is so overbearing that you can't actually appreciate the quality and the flavor of the beef, and I think that's what I love the most about the tartare at Bardot. Not only does the sauce provide a very beautiful flavor, it doesn't overshadow the quality of the beef. You still get to enjoy that top tier meat. All of this is coming together so well. A wonderful appetizer right there. Next up, escargot. You know, if you told the snot-nosed kid in me many, many years ago that I would enjoy eating snails, I probably would have laughed at you. But here I am as a fully grown adult, looking forward to some of the snail on bread. Let's give it a shot. Oh yeah, that's tasty. Really nice escargot recipe here. Classically prepared, executed perfectly. I'm definitely enjoying this one. I think you've already heard me rave about their bread, and this is the same baguette that we had earlier in the bread service. Works as a very nice vessel for this escargot, so it's already off to a great start. The snail inside is very spongy in texture. I wouldn't necessarily say you can even make out its flavors. It's more of just the chew that you're going for, and it's been cooked very nicely, not mushy at all. The preparation here is very good.
These are pickled. These are
you could really
these are snails.
make out those licorice-like flavors from the anise, but it's quite subtle. Mostly you're tasting the toasted garlic as well as a lot of richness coming from the butter. It's a magnificent flavor and it's really addicting. To be honest with you, I don't even know if I necessarily need the snail in here. I would just pour this sauce over any kind of bread and eat it any day of the week. Another winning recipe here at Bardot.
This WrestleMania ain't looking good for you? Like, you mean like the lineup?
Alright, the lineup. They're serving up some enormous butter lettuce.
Come on.
I've got a nice little bit of
obviously,
that salad here
Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar is hype. I personally find that hype because I just want to see two big-ass men just
perfectly fine salad.
Go crazy on each other. You know what I mean? Just like straight brawl. So I think that's cool.
Of the other dishes.
The
produce here
I think Liv Morgan versus Stephanie Vaquer will be a good match.
Bitter flavors, perfectly fine there. And
the
radish as well.
I think that would be a good match.
Crisp, very fresh. I'm liking
Pat
that just
Mac.
fine. The dressing here is
I'm telling you, man, Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton, like,
it's quite
terrible.
As well. It's
they should have done the four-way. They should have done Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, Jacob Fatu, and Drew McIntyre, and call it a day. They should have done that. It would have been way better than whatever they're doing now. Yeah, they didn't need Pat personally.
Through this, and when we return, it'll be our first round of entrees. Don't go. I'll be right back.
I don't know how good Roman Reigns versus CM Punk's gonna be personally. I don't know.
And welcome back, everyone. Now, my first round of entrees just got here, and this is looking so good.
Dan Housen is going to be in a tag match against Miz and Kurt. So who's going to be Dan? Damn, that chicken look good, though. Who's going to be Dan Housen's partner?
Some very tasty-looking dishes here. Let's give it all a try. Let's start things off with the Royale with cheese. I guess it's called a Royale with cheese in France, but a good old cheeseburger here in the States.
The Royale and
really
cheese look fantastic.
Let's see how it is.
You think that's going to be fire? We'll see. Gunther versus Rollins, like, bruh. Come on.
Oh, yeah, that's tasty.
Yeah, Gunther versus Rollins is mad random. That's just trash. All right, that's just literally ass. Like, it's just random, like out of nowhere. And yeah, I think Sami Zayn getting the U.S. title is so dumb. Like, why? Like,
Bardot,
just so you can see
really
Sami Zayn
the brioche is slightly sweet, toasted and buttered in the center, providing a nice richness.
It kind of killed all the hype.
Soft. Definitely liking the bun here. Definitely enjoying the burger patty. It's a rich
I felt like the U.S.
title. A nice amount of fat. It tastes great. Has a wonderful crust. And I asked for this cooked medium, and they absolutely hit temperature.
Like
a warm pink center here.
The U.S. title was so sick on Carmelo Hayes.
Patty.
I think Carmelo Hayes was such a great representative for the U.S. title, and then they just kind of just like,
all
right, you're done.
It adds a little bit of additional.
We're taking this shit away from you. That was
really like that bacon here.
I'm a medium rare
type
of guy.
Mild in flavor. It
What's
does
good,
have a wonderfully
Inquisitive? How you
gooey
doing,
consistency.
dude?
I actually really like that. Some pickles here provide a bit of sour
That's a nice
tang.
burger.
And there's a Dijonnaise in here providing a bit of creaminess, as well as just a little bit of pungent kick. A very nice caramelized sweetness coming from the onions. This is just a great burger with high quality ingredients coming together well. Really enjoyed that burger. I like that one a lot. Next up, we'll try the French fries that came along with that Royale with cheese. And if I know anything about a Michael Mina restaurant, I'm guessing these are duck fat French fries, which I typically enjoy. Let's see if I'm correct. Oh yeah, that's good. Excellent French fries at the Bardot, and I 100% recognize these fries as Michael Mina's for sure. The first time I tried these fries was at Strip Steak over at the Mandalay Bay. Not only do these have such a wonderful crispy texture and a super pillowy potato center, there's a certain savory element about them coming from the duck fat. I distinctly remember this flavor, and it's one that I really enjoy. It's been seasoned nicely, and it goes perfectly along with this cheeseburger. A wonderful side. I've always loved the duck fat fries at Michael Mina's, and this is no exception. That's a good one. Next up, flounder and pearls. A beautifully crusty flounder served in a white beurre blanc sauce. Looking forward to this one. Let's see how it tastes.
Look at that. He's happy.
Oh my goodness, that is so good. What an interesting dish. I am absolutely intrigued and enamored by this one. What I initially thought was something like a coconut crust is actually a croissant crust. It's a toasted
good Metal
croissant
Slug
flavor.
fan.
It's
how you doing,
buttery,
bro?
incredibly flaky in texture. It's so addicting when it comes to the flavor. I already love croissants, and so this is just another level for me. I don't think I've ever experienced a croissant crusted fish before. The flounder inside is wonderfully moist, flaky as well, mild in flavor, not dried out at all. A really nice cook to that fish. Now, while the cook on the fish is really nice, I wouldn't necessarily say you can make out too much of the taste of it, given that the predominating flavor is coming from that crust. But given how much of a fan of croissants I am and how intriguingly new this is for me, I'm absolutely indulging myself.
No food.
The beurre blanc sauce is quite nice. It's buttery, it's rich, a little bit crisp coming from that reduced white wine. Nice notes of garlic as well. a very delicious beurre blanc sauce. The caviar here provide a nice salinity when you include it in the bite, and I'm definitely loving this recipe. Really good one right there. I'm enjoying that one so much. Now the side that came along with the flounder is a nice thick asparagus spear. I've got some chopped up and covered in this beurre blanc sauce. Let's give it a shot. Oh yeah, that's good. Perfectly executed asparagus. Fork tender, but not mushy at all. Still a little bit of pushback when you try and fork and knife it. Absolutely hit timing when it comes to the cook. Very nice. The natural bitter flavors on full display when it comes to that asparagus.
That looks good though, I'm not gonna lie.
The accent taste coming from that beurre blanc sauce is very nice. It's not enough to overpower the asparagus though. I actually really like that. You get to experience both flavors as an accompaniment to that fish. This is actually just a very good dish in general. Flounder and pearl is definitely a winner in my book. Next up, the braised short rib. Very nice looking short rib. Also topped with something that looks like potato crisps. Got a little bit here on that fork. Let's give it a try. Oh yeah, that's good. Definitely a solid short rib at Bardot. This is a pretty classic French recipe and it's been executed well. The short rib here is very nicely cooked. While a slight crust is developed on the outside, the center is incredibly moist and very soft. Ultra tender short rib meat. They took the time to break down all the fibers properly, leaving a very, very nice mouthfeel when it comes to the chew. I can definitely appreciate the preparation. It's all been cooked down in a red wine reduction. Very savory flavor coming from that. It's been nicely seasoned, quite smoky in flavor. There's a fair amount of umami as well in that sauce. It is quite tasty. The potato crisps on top provide a nice crunch, as well as a starchy flavor. You can actually make out those accent tastes in the middle of the bite. This all comes together well. That's a nice short rib right there.
That is a nice
Next up, the mashed potatoes. That short rib was served on top of these mashed potatoes along with some root vegetables and some of that sauce. I've got a nice little fork full. Let's see how it tastes. Oh yeah, it's pretty good. Nice mashed potatoes at Bardot. They've been whipped very fine, a nice silky texture here. Velvety and creamy. A very luxurious mouthfeel when it comes to that pommes puree.
This is called Michael Mina's Parisian Brasserie.
I might even want to say that it's a tad over seasoned. It's a little bit more salty than I would prefer. Maybe it does need to be able to stand up to the robust flavors of that short rib, but on their own, the potatoes are a little bit much. I do like the smoky salinity that you get when you do get some of that reduction on the potato. Still a solid side for that short rib. Next up, the roasted chicken. You're getting half a bird here with the order of the chicken at Bardot, and I've cut off a nice little section of that breast. Let's give it a taste. Oh yeah, it's pretty good. A nice chicken at Bardot Brasserie. I do like the fact that this restaurant sticks to the classic recipes and focuses on execution. This chicken has been nicely roasted. While the breast section was just a tad dry, the thigh was actually quite juicy. I don't think that's going to come as too much of a surprise when it comes to any chicken, but even the drier breast wasn't exactly a dessert. It still was a bit juicy and it tasted great. Chicken has been nicely
Let me
brined,
know if you're going to dinner with Kenny when he's in town.
Overall seasoning here is quite
I don't know
good.
if I am.
Really like the chicken. This is served along with some kind of a white cream sauce. Tastes very much like a thick chicken jus. Slightly garlicky, but wonderfully buttery. It has a hint of citrus as well, maybe some lemon juice.
Good,
it works very nicely on top of this chicken. I can also make out some nice herbs here. Hints of rosemary certainly come to the forefront. And in general, this is all coming together well. A nice chicken dish. All right, everyone, now the last bite to try for my first round of entrees is going to be the side that came along with that chicken. This is looking like a stuffing or bread pudding. And I've got a bit of that stuffing here on the fork. Let's give it a try.
He said,
Oh wow, that is really good. Excellent stuffing slash bread pudding, whatever you're gonna call this. I like it a lot. Really great texture. They've developed a nice crisp to the exterior. It's obviously gone under something like a salamander or oven, giving a nice toasty bake on the top. And while it does have that nice crunch to the exterior, that bread pudding center is ultra soft, really moist and spongy. I love the textures of this stuffing, really well done. The flavor here is what's out of this world. Incredibly savory, very well seasoned. This has so much flavor, it's hard to stop going back for more.
Wait, hold on. What do you, I had KBBQ for the first time last week and it was awesome. What do you mean it's your first time? I feel like I you know, you've been around the block. You know, like first time? Oh man, that shit must have been life-changing. If it's your first time, oh my god, that must have been life-changing. Because the first time I ever had KBQ, I definitely had it for like consistent days. You know what I mean? Like consistent days. Like I'm just like, oh no, I need to run it back the following day and the other day. You know what I mean? The day after the day after, like I went ham the first time.
You have an earthiness from
Your
some
Midwest
mushrooms,
City hasn't
garlic,
had it for very
onions,
long. Damn.
rosemary, thyme, and a lot of butter. This tastes really, really good.
Spicy pork bulgogi. See, sus. That is sus. Low key, that's sus. You know why? Because anytime somebody orders bulgogi, I get so upset. I get so upset. The reason why is because once we cook the bulgogi, that means that means we have no choice but to change the grill. You know what I mean? Because all of the marinade, it's gonna burn the grill. So that means we have to always change the grill, and then we wait, and and then again, you have to wait for the process. Now that's not all you need, bro. You're not a Korean barbecue expert. You're not a no. I mean, I don't get get chicken or steak, but like if you're gonna go do bulgogi, it has to be last. It's pretty much marinated beef, but there's a marinated pork version. No, 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 no. You have to go with the brisket. Brisket's the first thing you should always get. The beef brisket because it cooks mad fast. I'm not on my own. I'm actually not on my own. That means everyone in the chat is not good at KBBQ. I'm actually not on my own on this one. I guaranteed I'm not on my own on this. Beef brisket is the first thing you get. Nope. Fuck bulgogi. Beef brisket is the first thing that you get. And then after that, right, you can get the pork belly or the pork jowl, and then you can get the bulgogi or kaibi, because the bulgogi and kaibi are the marinade which is going to burn the grill. Like you have to be optimal, right? Because you are on a 90-minute or like 90-minute or to 2 hour to 90 minutes to 2 hour limit, like time limit, you need to be optimal, because once you cook that bulgogi and kaibi, that grill is burned and you have to wait mad long to hopefully you can get the server to be like, hey, can you change my grill? Because if you don't change your grill and you cook the meat, y'all nasty, because you're literally going to be eating burnt ass meat, right? You're going to be literally eating burnt ass meat. So that is another thing, right? And then you got to wait for the grill to be reheated again, right, before you even put the meat on there, because if you just put the meat right away, that's just gonna stick and ruin the meat anyway, and then you're gonna have to change your grill again. But you see the knowledge I'm dropping into you. I'm optimizing your KBBQ experience. Like, you know what I mean? I'm literally optimizing on how you're supposed to do it. But literally, I'm just telling you, if you get bulgogi, you do that shit last, okay? You just do that shit last.
I would just get a bowl of this by itself. Easily my favorite side that I've tried in the evening. A stellar stuffing right there. All right, my friends, so that's everything from my first round of entrees.
That shit's crazy. Y'all are so crazy.
Next round, I'll be right back.
Make a video on this topic. You know those videos, those YouTube videos where somebody asks the questions. You have a table and two people, and in the middle, like of the table, like it has like agree, strongly agree, disagree. We need to do that for KBBQ. Like if you do that for KBBQ and get mad people, that shit will be hilarious, because then you get the people to talk about it. Yes, no. If we go to KBBQ in Vegas, Corsair, I'm gonna get the table where you get two grills. I'm gonna get the table with two grills. You could be on the left side, I could be on the right side, and you'll see the difference that I'm talking about. First thing you do is fucking bulgogi. Guess what? That's what you're gonna be eating for like 45 minutes, waiting for the next meat. And then you're gonna be like, yo, Jay, can I get some of that meat on your other grill that you're cooking? I'm like, oh, you want this? Because my grill's not burnt and you gotta wait? No, hold that shit, because you didn't listen to me.
And welcome back, my friends. Now, my second round of entrees just got here. With my second round, I decided to try their signature dish. Let me give you a view. This is the Bardot Wellington, and it's served alongside some truffle mashed potatoes. And I also got their signature side, macaroni macaroni.
Do y'all got I don't know if we got Jollibees in Korea, because I don't live in Korea. I live in Vancouver, but I'll tell you that in Vancouver, there's a Jollibees.
And this is all looking so good. Let's give it a try. Well, let's kick off
Nah,
this
he's
round
not
with the
at Momofuku
signature
anymore.
dish here. That's gonna be the Bardot Wellington. I don't really know too many restaurants where you can get a beef Wellington.
I'm just letting you know,
All the Gordon
Corsay.
Ramsay restaurants come to mind, and I certainly enjoy
like,
it there.
if you're a
Michael
bulgogi
Mina's here is
person,
actually looking very, very tasty.
You ain't sitting on my side. You can sit on the other side, but I'll chat with you. You know, I'll just raise my voice so you can hear me. Damn, that beef Wellington is good, huh?
It's delicious. Oh my goodness, this is love at first bite. I am absolutely enthralled with this beef Wellington. I hate to say it because Chef Ramsay is my favorite celebrity chef. This Wellington blows his out of the water. The quality, the execution, the flavors, everything is definitely a step above what I've had before. Easily the best Wellington I've
Amsterdam
ever had in my
Cafe?
life.
What is
the
Amsterdam
puff
Cafe?
Is wonderful. Golden brown, flaky, and buttery.
I am KBBQ
It has
Master
a
Boss
wonderful
Jacob.
texture
Yep.
and a slightly nutty, buttery flavor. That puff pastry is already a great start to this Wellington. The mushroom duxelle here in this Wellington is so good. A little bit grainy in texture, super smoky.
Because y'all noobs.
With a wonderful earthy
Y'all
flavor. It adds a
y'all
really
don't
nice
know how
layer
to
the rest of the
KBBQ.
recipe. Love that mushroom
That's
duxelle.
what it is.
A truly marvelous filet mignon is at the middle of this Wellington. It's been prepared medium rare, a bit of a warm red center. It is ultra tender. It's probably some of the most tender filet mignon I've ever had. The fat has rendered nicely, even
That's
given
actually,
that a filet
this is
typically
actually
not the most
hilarious.
fatty
I'm not
cut.
gonna lie.
There is still a nice richness here, and it's been seasoned beautifully.
Or you can
The
order
all-pop sauce
soju and drink while the new
underneath
grill is
so
heating
good.
up.
It's wonderfully buttery.
I don't really,
smoky,
man. I feel
and
like
a
I don't
very
really be
pungent,
drinking
peppery
anymore.
aftertaste. It makes for a fantastic accent flavor to this Wellington. I genuinely love everything about this.
All right. You know, I don't want to profile at all, but it seems like you listed yourself, Corsay, Haru, Noel, Shin, Tong, and Grid. Tong is like the only Asian person, and he's like so timid. So like he's not gonna say shit, but in his head, he's probably like, these motherfuckers ordered bulgogi and burning this fucking grill. That's what he's probably thinking, but he doesn't want to say it, right? But literally, all the people you have are people that love bulgogi because of just, you know, like, of different ways that you guys have been raised up, different cultures, bro. It just really is. You know, that's the nicest way I can put it in a professional standpoint that will not be taking clip out of context. But, you know, it's just different cultures love some sweet ass meat. That's what it is.
I definitely see another one of these in my future. It's so good. Okie doke, next up we're moving on to the side that came along with that Wellington. This is their truffle potatoes. We did try some of the mashed potatoes earlier underneath that short rib, so I'm assuming it's going to be a very similar recipe here, however, with truffles instead. Got a nice big forkful. Let's see how it is. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Nice mashed
27
potatoes.
minutes in.
Although I think I actually like the ones underneath the short rib more than the truffled version here. It is effectively the same recipe. Ultra whipped, very velvety and silky. Love that smooth consistency. It has a very luxurious mouthfeel. You can definitely appreciate the good flavors of that potato. And there certainly is a lot of butter here.
Beef brisket,
very rich bite indeed. Now they're using
pork belly,
what I believe is
pork
a truffle
jowl
powder, along with maybe a hint of truffle oil as well. I do think it's a tad out of balance. I wouldn't mind if the truffle
those are the
was a
ones
little bit
before
more
you do
subtle.
the marinated
If you leave
ass
the mashed
meat.
Potatoes on its own, it's definitely a flavor that overpowers. That I wouldn't mind if it was toned down a bit. However, using the potatoes as a side for the beef Wellington, actually the flavors do meld together nicely. So as an accompaniment, I think it actually works quite well. Overall,
yeah, people like what they like. I'm just saying, bro.
Side right there. All right, my friend.
I just don't want to share my grill with people that are going to do the marinated meats.
And it's a very cool looking recipe here. Got a nice little chunk on the spoon. Let's give it a try. Oh yeah, it's tasty. A nice macaroni side. While I've seen this particular form factor before, I still find it to be quite impressive.
Can I do a
very tasty
backflip?
rendition. Now they effectively took 2 pasta macaroni and they stood them all upright to create this square, topped with the caramelized cheese to hold it all together. I imagine that this was actually very labor intensive. Some very nice flavors to enjoy with this macaroni. The top layer that's been toasted is a cheese layer. It does have a bit of a nutty, smoky flavor to it. Very similar to toasted Parmesan.
I'm 40.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was the cheese.
I feel like if I did a
This is served
backflip
on top of
right
something
now,
like a
call
white
the
cream
fucking
sauce.
ambulance.
It's actually a little bit sweet, very rich.
Call
with a hint
the
of garlic.
fucking ambulance,
It actually
bro.
does provide a very nice accent flavor for the macaroni, almost like a very floral cheese note. The sauce provides a little bit more of a sweeter, milky cheese flavor, and that toasted cheese on the top actually provides another accent that's quite nice. Some complexity and depth to this recipe, and a nice play with textures, being a crunchy top and a very.
You said I get hurt? Damn, that's crazy.
I'm certainly enjoying this.
You get hurt just getting out of bed nowadays? Oh no, not the lower back.
Today. My friends and I are going to take a few more bites.
Truffle is overused. I do think so. I think people be mashing on the word truffle now, and then like they just put truffle on everything.
And welcome back, everyone. Now my food is all boxed up and good to go, so it's time for the sweets. Let's take a look at that dessert menu together. So here's your dessert menu at the Bardot Brasserie. Let's take a look.
Hold on.
Got some.
Hold on. This brulee bass cheesecake. Oh hell yeah! Please get that.
Cheesecake up top, macaron, a Napoleon, a Petivier, something like that. Affogato and sorbets. Nice little dessert menu here. We have anything on the back?
I'm gonna take you to an OD spot.
Looks like we've had some dessert cocktails, espresso martinis.
I'm gonna take you to a Corsair. We're gonna go to an OD spot because every time I go to Vegas, I feel like I have to eat here. Like I have to eat here. It's an all-you-can-eat Japanese shabu.
Got their warm almond petivier served alongside a crème
You know, it's
fraîche
crazy.
and a pear compote.
My most recent trip, I went like a few weeks ago, and I was telling, I was hyping this shit up, telling Noel, Marn about it, right? And only me, Nasir, and John, I guess, been there. I was surprised that Noel never been there. So we took Noel and Marn there the first time, and Noel said, this is the way he said,
a fabulous dessert.
Yo, I'm tight. And I'm like, yo, what's wrong? The food not good?
He's like, is so flaky.
Nah.
Every layer,
it's so good, and I'm mad that this is my first time here.
I love the airy crisp that you bite into this. A joyously playful texture. I like that a lot.
He was so mad.
Not ultra sweet. It actually leans more buttery than sweet.
And I was like, I was just surprised. I'm like, yeah, I'm surprised y'all never been here, bro. Like, Nasir or John didn't take you here. This is my spot.
The pears have been perfectly spiced, initially delivering a bit of a woodsy note, but then the natural sweetness of the pear starts to come through, making for a wonderful accent when it comes to the potato.
Bro, I thought this shit was tuna.
Yeah. The creme fraiche is
what
thick,
place you talking about? It's
a little bit dense, adding some very nice flavors.
Mikiya.
That cooling sweetness actually brings the whole bite together. I am in love
it's
with
like,
this dessert. In fact,
it's pretty awesome. It's pretty freaking awesome.
Now that's going to do it for my dinner here at the Bardot Brasserie at the Aria, Las Vegas. All the food you saw in the video today came out to $650 before tip. And my friends and I had a fabulous time. I think the steak tartare was my favorite appetizer of the day.
Yo, Chicken Unicorn 1 gifting 10 membership. Shout out to Chicken Unicorn 1, bro, for gifting 10 memberships on YouTube. Thank you so much, Chicken Unicorn. Appreciate you, bro.
My favorite bite of the entire evening.
Yeah, that looks really good though. Beef Wellington.
And that warm almond petivier was actually an incredible dessert as well. This has to be one of the most impressive.
So he didn't get the bass cheesecake?
Doing my tour of Las Vegas. If you've been interested in the Bardot Brasserie,
this motherfucker didn't get the bass cheesecake.
This video has been informative for you. All right, my friends, now that's gonna do it for this week's video.
Hold on, I think Vegas with Shin has Mikiya. Let me see. So so this is the place. This is 1 year ago.
Hello, friends. It's me, Shin, and today I'm coming to you from Chinatown.
You see this shit? This is the place we're going to, bro. This is the place we are going to, Corsair. If you come to Vegas during Evo Japan, you're going to be like, I want to come here every single time. Right? Wait, hold on. You had an epic cheat meal last week. It was a gyro with fries. Then I had fries with beef gyro on top of tzatziki. Then I had 20 nuggets, 2 small fries, and a milkshake from McDonald's. Needless to say, it felt the next day my stomach was on some. Nah, you didn't eat that. I don't. You ate that in one sitting? Like that was your or it was like throughout the day. Yes, I did. I regret it so much. That shit sounds mad epic. I'm surprised you went to get McDonald's after you got the gyro or fries and the beef gyro on top of tzatziki. That's crazy. But like, all right, my bad. I say Evo Japan. You know, they're so close to each other. But yeah, Corsair, if you come in June for Evo Vegas, We're gonna eat here. We're gonna eat here. I mean, I don't mind ketchup on gyro. I like ketchup and the Sazaki sauce. I would use both. Because you know why? Because I feel like the gyro has like sometimes the gyro has French fries and it just kind of works well on it. I don't know.
Vegas, where I'm going to Mikiya Wagyu Shabu House. Really happy to have you along. I'll see you inside.
Yeah, this restaurant's OD. I was the one that introduced John to this place. Oh, okay, yeah. So you go ham on the
Wagyu Shabu House. Now this is
so you go ham. Okay, so you can afford
about 10 minutes east from the center of the strip on Spring Mountain here in Chinatown. I've been here a handful of times already based on friends' recommendations, and I can tell you before the video's even over that it's really good here.
This place is ridiculous.
This is a pretty popular spot here in Chinatown.
Oh shit. This was our server last time. Shout out to this guy. My man's still working there. Hell yeah.
And for very good reason. They carry high quality A5 Wagyu beef here, as well as several premium cuts. Now, beyond just the beef, there's actually a lot of food here that you can get that I haven't.
When the fighting is
tried.
became expensive, bro, inflation.
Okie dokie, so here is the alcohol portion of the menu. Feel free to take a pause in the video.
But yeah, of course, this is the spot, okay? This is the place.
Looks like some sake as well as
this is all you can eat.
All sorts
this
of
is all you can
are
eat, and they have different obviously tiers, right? I usually get the gold menu. So you see these snacks. So these snacks also comes with like the all you can eat option, so you can get all this stuff. But obviously don't, because like this is a bait, right? This is a bait because they're selling because they give you expensive as meat. So this is a bait. So don't get baited by this snacks. But I'll give you the option to get the Wagyu beef curry rice, because the Wagyu beef curry rice is actually ridiculous.
Limited side dishes, things like sweet potato fries, shrimp tempura.
How did I find out about this place? Because when you drive through Spring Mountain, you just see mad restaurants open up, and I just like it just looked good.
And some cold sides.
It just looked good, so I wanted to try it out.
This will be a nice little place to start with the menu.
Now that's just to start things off. Let's take a look at the real menu here. So here is the main menu here at Mikiya. They do have a subscription where you can pay an annual membership, and there's different tiers that you can get.
All right, look at this right here, right? So you have the basic tier is 38 a person, right? For the member price, or 45. So like, I guess if you're a member, it actually kind of like is pretty beneficial, especially if you like come here, like let's say like 3 times a month or twice a month, right? Then I guess like it's actually worth it. But if you come here like if you're visiting, then you don't need to be a member. Snow Wagyu, nah, I never had it, but I usually get the gold set, so it's $78, right? $78 for the gold set, and obviously you get this plus everything from the back, right? So the gold set, you get Japanese A5 Wagyu, chuck ribeye, Wagyu shoulder cut, Wagyu brisket, M9 Australian Wagyu, boom boom. You get fish if you want, and then you get here it's a specialty dish. The specialty dish is ridiculous because you can either choose Wagyu bone marrow, Wagyu tartare, Wagyu nigiri, or sweet shrimp sashimi. So that's like a fancy specialty dish, and you only get one per person. But let me tell you the cheat code on this. So the Wagyu bone marrow and the Wagyu nigiri is fantastic. So if you want to get another one, it's only $3. So you just literally just pay $3 more for another set of a Wagyu bone marrow, Wagyu nigiri. That's the cheat code, right? That is the cheat code. Now, obviously you have all this, and then you have all this as well too. So this is a great deal. I feel like this part, the diamond, you don't really need the diamond too much, actually, personally. But yeah, I think the gold is the best set.
That allows you to take advantage of that subscription. You get, let's see here, the basic Wagyu set comes in at $38 a person if you're a member, $45 if you're not. I'm not a member here, but everything in the basic set or the set before comes in the set following. You have a $48 per person here with the $55 per person without the membership.
Much bang? You mean mukbang?
The gold Wagyu set.
I was like, what's much bang? You mean mukbang? M-U-K. M-U-K.
As well as the shoulder cut and unlimited A5 brisket.
No, I don't do mukbang.
Wagyu set, it comes in at $100 a person if you're
that's funny, bro.
But that basically allows you to get everything they have on the menu.
Now, you never had bone marrow? I think he gets it here, so we'll see. But the bone marrow is ridiculous.
Today,
I'm going to be getting in on that diamond Wagyu set.
Like I said, you don't need a diamond. Gold is the goat.
Here are the 4 broths that you can go in on. Sukiyaki,
Also,
a house broth.
Also, when you get the broth, always get the sukiyaki broth. The sukiyaki broth is goated, but when I went this past week, they have a new broth which is actually so good. It's a spicy mala broth, and that spicy mala broth that they had was fantastic. So definitely get that. It's a new broth. But I usually get the sukiyaki. Sukiyaki and the spicy mala broth, probably the top 2.
Which is kind of like a ponzu, spicy miso, as well as the Japanese tomato. I'm personally a fan.
He's asking about your legendary family planning tactics.
You can also
get it from the back.
I typically get a pasteurized egg in there, but all of these you can add to your broth. So here is the diamond set. Again, this is $98 a person. You get a choice of a specialty dish. We'll take a look at those a little bit later.
Better price than Atlanta? Is Atlanta expensive?
Different options. I typically just
sukiyaki. It's
well, actually, I don't ever get the diamond menu when I'm not on camera, but
it's just super flavored
with the A5 Japanese.
Like it's so good.
Typically, I'm just a little bit more on the
it's like very flavorful. Like I would say,
here are the specialty dishes. Now, typically
sweet and savory. So these are the specialty dishes.
This is limited to 1 per person, but
so you see, you get the bone marrow. So I have gotten all of them, and I think the sweet shrimp is kind of whatever. Like obviously, I don't really care for this one. Wagyu tartar is okay. Yeah, it's okay, but the chips are kind of just ass with it. But the bone marrow and the Wagyu nigiri are like the top 2. Easily the top 2.
You're in the diamond tier, you can get unlimited versions of these. You have a Wagyu tartar, bone marrow, all really good stuff. And then here is all of that really popular and premium A5 Japanese brisket. Just look at that marbling. I've
never been to the Mikiya in New York. I'm assuming it's the same thing, right? Mikiya in New York. This is the Vegas one. I've only been to the Vegas Mikiya.
This is a seafood platter that we can get.
Don't get the seafood platter. Seafood platter sucks.
On top of the beef, that's all really good stuff. And then that also allows you to get ice cream, as well as a seasonal vegetable platter.
I get the seasonal vegetable platter because I like vegetables a lot. So I don't know if you're vegetable guys, but obviously if you do vegetables in hot pot, the flavor of vegetables plus the meat is obviously enhances everything. So I definitely recommend the seasonal vegetable platter as well.
All of that.
Why is it bad, the seafood platter? Because it's Vegas, so like it's not fresh seafood, it's gonna be frozen seafood. So I think the frozen seafood is just kind of ass, and like you're coming to it all you can eat like Shabu place, which is you're mainly eating the meat. So so obviously they're going to make sure that the meat is the higher quality compared to seafood.
So here's the gold Wagyu set, just 1 under that diamond. So you're able to, like I said, just choose 1 specialty dish per person, and then you get 1 of those premium A5 cuts. But yeah, all looking really good. Otherwise, very similar. I think the gold is basically what you kind of get, except that you only get 1 of these specialty dishes and only 1 of the premiums here.
Gold is the goat.
And then that kind of brings us to the, and all kind of repeated here stuff. Yep, the same stuff here. Okay, so that brings us to the silver set. Now, this is typically what I order.
I don't know what's so special about Full Blood M9, but
specialty dish.
I'm eating it.
And typically I go.
I'm eating it. That shit good.
Wagyu bone marrow. I think it's really good.
That shit
good.
Today
I'm also going to be trying the Wagyu nigiri. I guess I could try all of them, but I guess we'll see. So that's everything in.
So anytime I come to Vegas, I'm like, this is a must.
So I'm just gonna kind of fast forward here,
but this is a place I must go to.
$45 a person without membership, and these are the options that you have. You don't get in on those specialty options, which is why I kind of
I meet up with
Shin. Silver tier. But that is your menu
I meet up with Shin. We hang out, go eat, get food.
All right, my friend. So that's the
and yeah, he goes to Evo as a spectator.
Really looking options. I'm going to be trying the diamond tier.
Just go Evo as a spectator.
So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm going to get my
Evo actually hit me up to get connected with him. So to do like kind of like a Evo write up of like, hey, like, can we want to get in contact with John so we can hire him to like talk about like, hey, can you give us a guide of like food places to go for Evo attendees to check out. So I made the connection to that.
I'll see you in a little bit when they arrive. And welcome back, everyone. My appetizers just got here. This is pretty good. Let me give you a view. 4 of their basic appetizers: the chicken bites, the gyoza.
See this? Nope. 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 Yes. Yes. Don't get baited by the fried food. Don't get baited by the fried food.
The shrimp tempura and the sweet potato fries. And 2 of their specialty dishes, the bone marrow and the Wagyu nigiri. This is all looking really good. Let's give it a try. First up, the sweet potato fries. All of the fried appetizers I'm having here today, I've never actually tried, because typically
he last time we went to go eat here, he was actually telling me when he filmed this, he used this time limit, right? So because obviously he takes a long time to record everything and talk about everything, he paid for 4 hours. So he, obviously when you pay one is 2 hours, and then he paid another one for another 2 hours to stay there to keep filming. So that was pretty funny that he said that. And but yeah, I mean, you know, you're not wrong. We should get some. It'll be cool to get restaurant voucher codes, because I think one time I tweeted, like, I think 3 years ago I tweeted, like, for Evo people, like Evo attendees, like, yo, if you're trying to find a great restaurant and cheap food, really tasty, go to Shoutouts Dumplings. And Shoutouts Dumplings had an influx of people that weekend, and even people, the owner was like, yo, why is there so many people, right? And then he would ask the customers, and he's like, oh yeah, this dude JWong told me about this place. He posts on social, and and then the restaurant owner's like, yo, if you ever can get in touch with JWong, tell him to reach out to me so I can, like, take him to, like, a different restaurant that I own and treat him for dinner. And I was like, oh shit, that's kind of cool.
when I'm here, I like to just go straight in on the beef.
You don't need a reservation. You just show up. Even when I went last time, Alejandro, like 2 weeks ago,
they did do an excellent
like,
job.
it
with the fry.
wasn't
Nice
busy.
crispy
It's only
sear,
busy, I think,
relatively
Fridays,
center,
Saturdays.
and
But if you go
definitely get
there
the
like
natural
during
sweetness of the sweet
weekdays,
potato
it's
here.
like,
they did add some potato
like, you know what I mean?
starch
It's
on
not
the
gonna be busy
exterior,
at all.
providing some additional crispiness. I do like that. Not a bad sweet potato fry here. Next up, shrimp tempura. Nice looking shrimp tempura here. We'll dip it into the sauce.
don't eat at the
Let's
Dave
give
and
it a taste.
Buster's. I haven't been to a Dave and Buster's since I worked there. I used to work.
Yeah, it's good.
I used to
prepared
work
shrimp
at the
tempura
New York
here.
City Times
A
Square
light
Dave and
crispy fry
Buster's
to
when
that
they first
exterior,
opened up.
with a very satisfying crunch, and meaty succulent shrimp in the center. The shrimp does have a nice texture, not chewy by any means, and a slightly sweet and salty sauce here goes really well with this shrimp.
Help boost the local
I like the shrimp
industry.
tempura. That's
Facts.
just
Facts.
Next up, this is the gyoza. Let's give it a try. And I'd say these are just okay. Unfortunately, the exterior is quite greasy with this gyoza.
Yeah,
I
bro.
wouldn't
No
exactly
fried
call it
foods,
soggy,
man.
but it is borderline. Certainly not as crispy as it could be. Now, it's a pork and cabbage filling here. Unfortunately, I wouldn't say it's all that well seasoned. The pork is a tad on the bland side. Though it is well cooked, it does have a nice texture to it. I don't know if I would get this one again. And the last of the base appetizers is going to be the chicken bite. I'm imagining something like chicken karaage. Let's see how it is. You know, that's pretty good. Now, I really like the batter here. A very satisfying crispy texture to this, though kind of like the gyoza, it is a bit on the oily side. The chicken inside is quite
Fried
tender.
tofu
I
skin,
do
though?
think it can be
Fried
a little
tofu
bit
skin
more
is pretty
juicy,
good.
though.
I like fried tofu
But in general,
skin.
this is a pretty rich bite. There's a lot of oil still
You
in
love
the
your
skin.
fried food, though, Corsair?
Relatively well seasoned. You definitely
I
get
mean,
the chicken
that's
flavor.
all
although
you.
It's pretty straightforward. I don't think there's much
That's
more
you.
beyond maybe
That's
just salt,
all you,
pepper.
bro.
Not a bad little chicken bite here. Next up, the first of 2 premium sides. This is the Wagyu nigiri.
Wagyu
So I mentioned
nigiri.
before, I typically
That's the
only got
one.
the bone marrow before because it just looked the most impressive. But now that I have this in front of me, this looks really good. The Wagyu nigiri. Oh, it's very good. Now that was a very flavorful bite. They have a nice bouncy rice here. Not too sticky, not too gummy. I gotta say, the beef on top is very impressive. Thin, but very rich. You can tell they've used one of their premium
No, that's
cuts
just
here.
good, bro.
And it's velvety
This shit is
soft.
mad good.
You certainly get to appreciate the essence of the beef here. Now, there's
And like
two
I said,
additional
if you're
flavors
trying
that
to
also
run it
come along
back,
for the ride. One is like
this
a
is
very
$3.
light ponzu sauce.
$3,
just a hint of
$3 to
sweet
add on
tang,
another order
and
of
just
this.
a little bit of bite coming from this onion relish on top. I actually really like that Wagyu nigiri. That's good. Okie doke, and the last appetizer I'm going in on today is going to be the Wagyu bone marrow.
Bone
Now, this
marrow.
is the premium side I typically go with whenever I come here.
Look at that.
Served with
That
2
bone marrow is
sections of
crazy.
toast that you can get a nice spread on. Here's the bone marrow.
Oof.
Very
Oof.
good. I always enjoy it.
Look at that.
This time is no different. They've got a really
Look at that
excellent bone marrow
monster
dish here at Mikiya. You got really standard white toast here. It's acting as a base and vessel for the bone marrow. You don't have to taste too much of it, but there is a nice texture here. The toast job here provides it some structure to hold up to the weight of the bone marrow. The bone marrow is truly good. It's incredibly rich, so buttery in quality. Soft and gelatinous, but it spreads like butter. If you're a fan of bread and butter, this is just that next level of true decadence.
I don't really eat
Served
toast.
with a little bit of gochugaru as well. This is a Korean pepper. Bit
I don't
more
really,
of a back-end
yeah,
pungent spice
toast
as
is
opposed
the
to
toast is
upfront
basic,
heat.
but it's pretty
a
much
flavor
like
that
like I
goes
said,
well
it's
when
a
you
base
sparingly on this bone
where you
marrow.
put
It
the
all comes
Wagyu
together
bone
so
marrow on
well.
top of
Big
it, and
fan
you
of
just
that
take a
one. I liked
bite.
it a lot. All right, my friends, now that's all of the appetizers I'm trying today. I'm gonna go and wrap this up, and then we'll go in our first round of meats. Don't go anywhere, I'll be right back.
Vessel. Sakuna.
Welcome back, everyone. It's time for some shabu shabu. Let me show you the setup and what I got. So I have this individual burner in front of me, and I went with a sukiyaki broth. You can think of sukiyaki broth as almost like a sweet, maybe a little salty, kind of like a teriyaki sauce.
This shit's the
although
goat.
much more thin. It gives a lot of flavor to anything dipped in it, which is why I love it here at Mikiya.
Sukiyaki's too
Now,
good.
I'm starting things off with the American Wagyu meats. Ribeye, brisket, and shoulder cuts. This is the meat you would get in the basic set, and all of those appetizers you saw before would also come in the basic set, and also a part of every set
This shit
is
never
a mixed
misses.
vegetable
Yeah,
platter.
100%.
Cabbage,
It
corn,
never
various
misses.
mushrooms and tomatoes, tofu and corn, rice noodles also. This is all looking really great. I'm hungry for some meats. Let's do this. So some of the vegetables actually take quite long to cook, so I'm gonna get them
You put the
early.
corn in there.
We'll get
Pumpkin.
the corn in this guy.
Just leave that shit in there.
Some tofu here as well.
The tofu packets.
Let's get some mushrooms in there. And of course, all of this will help flavor the broth a little bit as well.
Yup.
Get a nice big old cabbage in there.
Yup.
We're gonna start
Veggies,
letting that cook
veggies.
down a bit. Well, we might as well get some carrots in there as well. So just a lot of the vegetables going into the broth now. Now, when you introduce those cold
My
vegetables
favorite
into that
ramen?
broth, it is going to cool things down quite a bit. So you want to give it some time to reheat up before introducing the meats.
I mean,
the cuts of
it
beef here
depends.
are so
I feel
thin
like
that it really only takes about 5 to 10 seconds
in
to cook
America,
them. So
I
you
always
really
get
wanna
the
make sure
shoyu,
that
the
broth is
shoyu
at the right
ramen.
temperature, so
But
you don't
Japan,
mess
the
with timing
ramen
too
is
much.
is like
Now,
an
once
art
the broth
there.
returns to
You know
a
what I mean?
boil is
So
when
it's
we're ready to
very,
cook some meats. I'm gonna kick
it's
things
very
off with the
different.
American ribeye.
I was taken
Now,
to
again,
this
it really
chicken,
doesn't
like
take too long
chicken
to cook here.
chicken
We'll
ramen
count
place that
down
boss took me to, and it was like my
1, 2,
favorite
3,
thing ever I ever
4,
had.
5,
But
6,
that doesn't
7, 8,
exist
9, and 10.
in America.
Beautiful. Here's the American ribeye.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good. That was certainly a soft piece of beef, cut so thin it can't help but be relatively tender. And
Yo,
so
have a
really
good
all the
one.
meats
What's
here
good?
in Mikiya are quite good in
SCR?
that
How you
regard.
doing, bro?
This
Hope you're
ribeye
doing
cut certainly has a
fantastic.
nice amount of fat to it. There's a certain richness to
Yeah,
the bite.
boss knows all the
and it
spots,
soaked up
bro.
that sweet and salty
He-
flavor of
yeah.
the sukiyaki broth very well.
He
really
got it
happen to
good.
love that flavor.
It's
That
making
is
you
actually pretty
hungry.
good. If you're coming in for the basic set, that's a great place to start. Next up, we'll do the American brisket. Again, this isn't going to take too long to cook. 1, 2, 3.
Yo,
4,
Blackheart,
and
since you
5.
here,
Very nice.
Blackheart,
Here's the American brisket.
make sure you check your Twitch DMs, the whispers,
Yeah, that's
because
pretty
I hit you
Now, the
up
brisket is certainly a
about
much
like your
leaner cut
information,
than
so I
the
can send
ribeye.
you your
And so there's
prize.
just much less of a rich quality when it comes to that bite. Still a very soft piece of meat though, being cut so thin. So it is still satisfying to eat. Still a good soft beef there. I think between the two though, I'd definitely be going in on that ribeye.
Yeah, let me know, Corsair.
Next
I
up,
got
we're
you on
gonna
the
try
Japan
American
spots,
Wagyu
bro.
shoulder cut. Again, a super thin cut of beef here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah, and if everyone knows who
Here's the American Wagyu
Nelly54
shoulder cut.
Ram is and Ash Basim 619, I Twitter whispered them as well too. But yeah, I just want to
Yeah, it's
know.
pretty good. Even at their base level,
I
Mikiya's
whispered them as
quality
well,
is
too.
quite good. Even while thin, the shoulder cut definitely felt a little bit more beany to the bite, had a little bit more structure. but it still
Gyukatsu
soaked up the flavor
is
of that
godlike.
sukiyaki
Yeah,
broth
I
so
love
well.
Gyukatsu.
And it was a little bit more rich than the brisket. That I was not expecting. I really don't think we can go wrong.
I
with
mean,
any
if
of
you
these
go into the
cuts of meat,
sumo
though.
restaurant,
Honestly, if I wasn't
Corsair,
in
yeah, the
mood for bone
Chanko,
marrow or any of those
nabe
premium
stew,
sides,
yeah,
I'd
you're gonna
actually
be
pretty
so
okay going in
tired
on the
eating
basic
it.
set here. Now some of the vegetables are starting to get kind of soft, like this cabbage. Oftentimes when it comes to the vegetables, a lot of their own flavors are relatively lost when it comes to the boil and the broth. Typically reserved more as an aftertaste as you finish the chew. The cabbage started relatively large, it's quite soft now. This cabbage is certainly
Gyukatsu is a chain in Tokyo.
This is some of that good stuff right here.
Yeah, Gyukatsu is a chain in Tokyo. So,
Yes,
but they're kind of like, but they're not common though. They're like, but they're around.
Because it does take a while to cook, not only does it have a long time to soak up the flavors of that sukiyaki broth, but as you continuously cook more meat, that fat renders into the broth, providing a lot of additional flavor and richness, even to the vegetables. It makes it so great. I guess I never really thought about it, but the more I'm having to explain it, I'm starting to really realize why I love coming here to Mikiya. So next up, we're gonna do another round of beef, and this is what I typically get when I come here from the silver set. This is the Australian Wagyu. We're gonna go in the same order, the ribeye, the brisket, and then the shoulder cut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Look at that. 5 seconds, bro.
Australian ribeye.
5 fucking seconds.
Oh yeah, that's very tasty. Even though the cuts are incredibly thin, there's still a marked difference going from the American to that Australian cut. The beef was soft before, but this is just the next level. It definitely is just
I go here every time I come to Vegas. This is like my spot, so I'm trying to show the chat
was not as much as I was expecting.
how good this spot is.
The American ribeye did actually do quite well today, but you can definitively tell the Australian cut was just a little bit more tender.
It's usually
cut.
just
And the next Australian cut we're gonna try
the
is
tenderness,
brisket. We're gonna
Alejandro.
get that little cut here.
Yeah, it's
into
usually the
broth.
tenderness is the main
1,
difference.
2, 3, 4, and 5. Beautiful. Here's the Australian brisket.
It's
That's
called
very good. While the
Mikiya.
difference in the ribeye between the American
Mikiya.
and Australian cuts weren't all that great, it's much more definitive here with the brisket. The American brisket was much more lean, not as fatty.
Real
and so it lacked
Goku
just
is
a
where
bit
the
of richness
sumo
that this
stadium is
Australian
at.
has
Is
a lot more
where
of.
is
It
also
does
where
seem a little bit
Capcom
more
Cup
tender
was.
as well, although the
Sus.
brisket was quite soft when it came to the American
So
cut. But it
it's a
really
bit
is
out of the
richness
way.
factor
To be
that's
honest,
increased in
it's
this fight. A really nice cut with that
Corsair
Australian brisket. Now, the last beef to try is gonna
yeah,
be
Corsair booked at the Appa. That's like, oh yeah, I'm here for sumo.
the Australian Wagyu shoulder cut. A nice section of this beef
You're definitely a bit out of the way, Corsair.
Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Swish, swish. I really do love how quickly this cooks. Here's the Australian.
Oh wait, hold
shoulder.
on, Corsair. When do you arrive again? When do you arrive again? You arrive on 5-4.
Yes, that's good.
5-4.
A very nice cut of shoulder here. Much more beefy
5-3,
than the American
5-4?
counterpart. Although a relatively similar tenderness, and oddly enough, I would say a similar rich factor as well. It is definitively much more beefy though. There's just a much more meaty quality to this Australian shoulder than its American
That spot in
counterpart.
Boston,
and
that's mad good.
objectively, It is better. A nice shoulder cut there, that's the one I'm kind of used to. Now we just got 2 more cuts of beef here, and this is the Australian M9. When you go in on their gold menu, you're able to get a single serving of their most
May
premium
3rd.
A5
So 5-3. 5-3. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Japanese. However, you do get access to the
Yo,
Australian
so
M9
5-4,
ribeye as well
the
as
Monday,
shoulder cuts. Here in the States,
Boss
we have
is gonna
designators
take
like
me
Prime,
to a
Choice, and
godlike,
Select. In Japan, they obviously have
omakase. It's like
Wagyu,
sushi,
as well as Kobe beef as the king of the
omakase,
mountain.
godlike.
And in Australia,
So
they use
if
a
you want to
rating
go, let me
M0
know, bro.
through M9,
Let me know.
M9 being their highest grade quality of beef. And so if you're ordering from the gold menu here at Mikiya, you're able to get this M9 Wagyu shoulder.
But like you gotta let me know because it's like reservations. So like if he's gonna make the reservation, it has to be like exact number of people. This is in Las Vegas. Wow.
Dip here. 1, 2.
But I don't know if you eat sushi like that. Do you eat sushi like that? This is like real Japanese sushi. So you let me know. This is on 5-4. My wife watches that mukbang vlogger, Su Yang.
So far. And it's interesting because when you even have that American Wagyu ribeye, as you're chewing through it, you understand it to be a very soft piece of beef. But
You're
somehow
down?
when you get
All
up to
right,
this
so
M9
Corsair.
level, it's just so much more tender. A much more robust richness to it as well.
I just need to ask you because obviously, like, with all the times I have met you, you're kind of new to the food game. You know what I mean? You're kind of new to the food game. So I just need to ask, like, what's your level of I love sushi is? Like, what is your level I love sushi? Like, there's no rolls. Like, you're not getting no California roll or dragon roll, caterpillar. Like it's not. This is like sushi. Like you know what I mean? Like fish and rice. Like yeah, I just need to I really just need to know where you're at. This is the real deal. This ain't no American shit. American sushi restaurant where you get like rolls. Like there's no rolls. So this is like but this is like S tier shit though. Like this is like godlike. So I just need you to let me know if you're able to eat like this type of stuff. Like there's no like limitation for you. Because I'm not gonna let you eat weird shit, but like I just want to know the difference between like are you able to eat like an octopus nigiri or like you know like kind of like that yellowtail like ikura uni. I mean eel, like American eel is very different from Japanese eel. Like American eel is like, let me slather this motherfucker with teriyaki sauce. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? So, so, so I am just curious on like, have you ever been to an omakase before? Um, like I don't know. You like octopus? Okay, all right, all right. I'm gonna just tell boss. All right. Uh, for omakase, we will have we can invite Corsair. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, like, because I remember he called chow mein spaghetti. He never had a soup dumpling before, and he was struggling with it. So I'm just so, it gave me this perception that like, oh, okay, this guy doesn't really eat too much unique stuff. Okay, you had okay. All right, we're good then. We good.
The marbled fat is just.
I just want to make sure. I didn't want to invite you where, and then because I just want to avoid. I always want to avoid such scenarios where like, oh, let me invite this person to this godlike place, but then they don't eat it because they're like, nah, like that look weird. So we good. Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. Because because they'll like for example, like we went to a restaurant. Like the first time I went to we went to Vietnam with me, Neo, Amakashi. Okay. And literally, Martin picks us up from the airport, take us to a restaurant. We're freaking hungry. And, he orders like a family size, like food, bunch of food and everything. And like, obviously in third world countries and whatever, the dishes look different. So we ordered a whole chicken and, literally the whole chicken came out. It's a whole ass chicken, fucking, face, beak, and everything there and everything. Obviously, you don't eat it. It's just more of a presentation of like, yo, this really is a whole ass chicken, and they refuse to they refuse to eat it. Like I'm like, we're not trying to say eat the chicken head or whatever. Just you could. He's like, nah, but the chicken head is there, so I can't. That means I can't eat the chicken breast, the chicken thigh, and I'm just like, why? You know what I mean? Like, because it's like because they see it. So yeah.
That M9 cut is actually really good. I was not expecting it to be that much of a big jump.
So I gotta ask. Yeah, the feet was there too.
Apparently they don't have a brisket here.
I gotta ask. Sometimes people eat with their eyes and not with their mouths.
Beautiful. Here's that M9 shoulder. Yes, that's good. A little bit less of a discernible difference from the M9 shoulder to the Australian shoulder, especially in comparison to how stark the difference was with the brisket. Now maybe it's psychosomatic, but it is maybe just a tad more tender, but just not as much of a difference as I was expecting given how stark it was between the brisket. Still a really good cut of beef right there though. All right, my friends, now that was a lot of beef down
You just ate again? What did you eat, Supreme
good.
Clips?
I'm gonna continue just finishing up what I have here.
Yo, Pop Poo Xanarkin? Thank you so much for the raid, man. I appreciate you. Pop Poo Xanarkin. Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
And welcome back, everyone. It's time for the rest
Yeah,
of the
a lot
menu.
of visual
the
eaters.
A5 as well as their seafood platter. Let me give you a view. A nice little stack of meat.
Let's get
here with that
MSM.
seafood platter.
Don't get the seafood
And this is all
platter.
looking really good.
Don't
Let's
get
give
the
it a try.
seafood platter.
Let's start things off.
Fighters
with the
from
A5
Argentina.
ribeye.
Hey,
just
and
tell
Final
with this
Fantasy
marbling
X
that
fans.
it
Shout outs
is
to y'all,
just
bro. Shout outs to
super
Argentina.
decadent.
Argentina got some really good ass beef.
1, 2,
When I
3,
went to
4, 5.
Argentina,
I
all
really don't wanna
all they
overpick
talk
this one.
about, like when I was with the FGC in Argentina, yo, our beef is the best in the world. Our beef is the best in the world. That's all.
Okay,
that's all.
delicious. You know, I was already taken aback
all
by
I
how
remember.
much more tender
But
the
see?
M9 was compared to the American
Best
before.
meat of the
But this
universe.
Japanese A5
The
really
best
takes it over
best
the top.
beef.
Soft as
Their
a
beef
cloud.
in
It is
Argentina is so
apparent.
top
This is the
tier.
most tender cut that you're going to get here. The difference
This is in Las
remarkably
Vegas, called
noticeable. It
Mikiya,
is luxuriously tender. It truly
Mikiya.
melts. And the richness of the beef here is
Your
truly
mortgage went up
decadent.
to 1,200
It's hard to
FML.
believe how
Damn,
different
my
it is.
bad,
The
bro. I'm
A5
sorry,
Wagyu
dude.
really is a cut above.
Buy a house in Thailand.
Next up, we're going to try the Japanese A5 brisket. You can actually see that
Only
nice
meat and
layer of
salt.
fat
It's
here.
delicious.
We'll give that a little dip. Swish, swish, swish. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Magic.
Oof.
Here's the A5 brisket. Oh, that is very good. Now, this is the jump I was expecting.
What do
with
I?
a lot of
What
the
do
different
you
levels
think
with the
of
brisket,
Filipino food?
but the
I
Japanese
love
A5
Filipino food.
definitively makes its mark here. This is the best brisket by
I
a mile when it
love
comes to this particular
Filipino
cut here,
food, bro.
Mikiya.
Sisalad,
The difference between the Japanese A5 brisket
Capsalad.
and the Australian Wagyu brisket is night and day. It is so much more tender, so much more rich.
pork
This
adobo.
is a truly
Come on
delicious
now.
cut of beef.
Garlic rice.
I really like that one. That's good.
Garlic
Now, the last
rice.
cut of beef to
Yup.
try here today is going to be the A5 Japanese shoulder. Get ourselves a little
Crowan. Wait.
piece here.
What you said? What you asked? Dude, Crowan.
And give it a
Listen. Crowan. I told you, bro. It's the culture. It's the culture. It's the culture. Like if you're a bulgogi guy, y'all in one grill. I'm not eating with. I don't want to share a grill with bulgogi people.
dip. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Beautiful. Here's the A5 shoulder. Yeah, it's delicious. I mean, you're paying a premium price, but this is premium quality beef. More so than some of the other shoulder cuts. This was cut razor thin. The marbling is so evenly distributed. Every chew in the bite feels so rich.
Justin, nah, it's
The
not
sukiyaki
mad
broth is still
bougie.
working
Oh
so
my
well with
god.
this beef here.
Listen. Do I have to explain it to you again? Do I have to explain it again? If you do bulgogi at KBBQ, your grill is burnt. The grill is burnt. And because the grill is burnt, that means you can't cook any other meat and you have to wait for the server to change the grill. This is a common trap. They literally trap you with the bulgogi because they know, like, obviously when you go to all you can eat places, the goal is to get the customers out as soon as possible and also limit them to how much they can eat because obviously they have like, okay, if they eat this much and they go over, we lose money. They're trying to win money. So because of y'all bulgogi eaters, y'all are literally getting baited by them because they're freaking throwing mad MSG and sugar in that shit to tempt you to keep ordering dumbass bulgogi so they could get y'all money's worth. You're not getting their money's worth. They're getting your money's worth. So because of that, you're not supposed to get bulgogi, and if you do get bulgogi, you get it at the end. So because I am an expert seasoned KBBQ eater, I will not sit with y'all that likes to get bulgogi. That's it.
I'm just absolutely mesmerized. I cannot believe the A5 is this good. Next, we'll go in on the seafood platter. Serve with scallops as well as what I believe is a snapper, some shrimp, as well as crab legs.
You gotta get your money's worth, bro. I'm Asian. I'm Asian, so it's like when you see Asian people at the buffets. You know where they're going first. Them crab legs. That's the first thing you see the Chinese people going for. Crab legs. They making sure they eat as they calculate how much they eat, and once they they break even with the crab legs, then they go for the other stuff.
Yeah, we'll just get everything cooking. And I'm gonna give that about a minute or so. Hopefully I don't get too distracted and overcook this. All right, well, my friends, unfortunately, I messed up here. I got pretty distracted on my phone, and I think I let this overcook, but we're gonna give it a try anyways. Yep, look at this. It can't even hold up to its own weight, unfortunately. Oh no, what have I done? Here's the fish.
Ass. Told you, don't get the seafood platter. Don't get the seafood platter.
Yeah, it's overcooked. It was completely disintegrating in my mouth. There was no texture to it at all. This is the unfortunate thing about social media here, folks.
So I usually get I won't get kaibi, but I'll get the cut of kaibi, but without the marinade. So like it's called boneless short ribs. So I will get the boneless short ribs or the short ribs, but without the marinade. Because if you get the kaibi, which is pretty much another bait, because they're like, oh, you know what? Hey, you got this beef of this flavored beef. What about flavor steak? They get you there because they're like, wow, hold on, steak flavored? That's money's worth, right?
Get away with 1 minute of doom scrolling,
that shit takes longer to cook.
It turned into several. And they do have a time limit here. It's 90 minutes. And so I don't want to overstay my welcome or order any more since I've kind
You don't like my attitude?
It's a bit of a shame. Let me just try everything super quick.
I'm just letting you know how the system works. Sometimes the truth needs to be told on how the system works.
I messed that up pretty bad. You know,
I am a KBBQ snob, 1000%. I truly believe I am a KBBQ snob.
I have had the seafood platter.
Yoshinoya ass attitude, first of all, fuck out of here.
Right, my friends,
I ain't eating Yoshinoya, okay? That's Eddie Lee. Me, I'm eating Matsuya. Get that straight. Matsuya shill for freaking life. Fuck Yoshinoya, okay? They don't give you free soup. You gotta pay extra for soup.
Go ahead and wrap this all up, and then we'll get some
Matsuya, you get free soup.
Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. And welcome back, everyone. It's time for some dessert, and we're going to close things out here. And I got some green tea ice cream to do that. I always love a good green tea ice cream.
Green tea ice cream is pretty good. Hell yes, sus. Come on now. That's oh, I'm excited. You know why? Because I definitely booked an Akihabara, so I already know what I'm gonna do. Long ass day of just filming or working at Evo. I'm gonna stop at Matsuya, and right next to Matsuya is that 7-Eleven. And get the egg sanda with the fried chick with the fami chiki. Done. That is gonna be the night.
Yes, that's tasty. You have your classic store-bought green tea ice cream here, and it is creamy,
the nightly
nice and
routine.
Sweet, and you certainly get that slightly bitter flavor of the green tea. Actually,
that strip is so good because you have all three combinis. Yep,
rich and
three
combinis. Beef. A very nice way to end the meal. I'm really glad they include this as a part of the menu. This is nice to have. All right, my friends, now that's going to do it for my early dinner here at Mikiya Wagyu Shabu House in Chinatown, Las Vegas.
This place is good, right? Like, right, guy, right, chat? This place is sick.
Here to get the silver menu, I'm gonna have to.
I mean, I took to suspect to Shabuya, and he loves Shabuya, but I think this place is way better than Shabuya. Yeah, because like Shabuya, you had to get up to get kind of like your stuff, but here, like, they bring everything towards you.
My options when I come back. I didn't realize the difference between the M9 and the Australian Wagyu was that great. The gold menu also gives you full
so they brought
access
to us during
brisket,
COVID,
which you can get over and over as well. That's gonna be pretty tempting in the future, I'm not gonna lie. I was actually quite surprised.
Evo is gonna be in Vegas. It's been in Vegas since 2005.
It's actually really good. If I came here more on a budget and just
Shabuya is okay.
I think
Shabuya is decent. Yeah, it's decent.
When you start talking about the A5
but
Japanese
Mikiya, I think, is way better.
It's not just a name and it's not just a fad. The beef is objectively better. It's luxuriously tender and magnificently rich and marbled. You are paying a heftier price, but the quality can't be denied. If you're looking for a great all-you-can-eat,
DSP is playing Third Strike for his birthday. You should get on and play him. Man, I don't want to bully people. Yeah, I don't want to bully people. I wouldn't want to bully people. Listen, I actually like this place. Like, you know why? Because I like trying to find new spots. I want to find new spots, okay? And I told you why she talks like that. Ooh, best Hong Kong curry? No, we won't do this one. Listen, maybe she won't talk like it in this video because this is the whole video.
Going? I am finally back. I missed you guys so much. I was on a very, very long Toronto trip, and I'm finally back. Here we are.
I'm good.
A burger at.
I'm
this
immune
place
to
is
this.
called. What's this place called actually?
Halal and barbecue meat. So when you're outside, it just says halal and barbecue.
This place we actually found.
Oh, it's in
on
Richmond.
Google.
I never heard
I
this
love
place.
to try new things, as we've tried majority of the places in Richmond, all the majority of like the Hong Kong Vietnamese restaurants, I would say, and food courts. And I just wanted to see what's new and what's refreshing so we can put on the channel. I was searching up halal butcher shop and I stumbled across this one and I looked into it. I saw that they served smash burgers.
After what Angela told me, I went online and I did a whole bunch of research on Google and everything. And then I realized that they actually serve a lot of food. And one of the popular items was actually their smash burgers, which is super crazy because we love smash burgers and it's so hard to find a smash burger around us.
Yes, in Richmond.
We definitely came here and wanted to check it out and see like what it's all about. And owner's super nice. The owner was able to let us film inside, let us film the process of even making it, which is super cool. So what do we have here today?
So the owner actually made us a smash ribeye burger. So I believe this is the single patty, and he did like a double cheese for us. So I'm not sure what this would be called in the menu, as on the menu there's like a single, double smash, and other ones. But he specifically made this one for us with ribeye meat and 2 slices of cheese. There's like a special sauce, grilled onions, and ketchup.
Yeah, tomato and I believe
tomato and lettuce.
Yeah. But it looks fire, guys. It looks
so good.
It looks so good. You know what? Let's give it a try.
I want to eat it.
Yeah, we're gonna give it a try, and then we're gonna.
Let's see how good this burger is. I don't know.
How's it?
Whoa.
Juicy. Okay, this looks so bomb right now. Oh my gosh.
I love a good ass burger.
Oh,
It's like a West Coast Vancouver thing. West Coast Vancouver Asians actually sound like this.
Guys, that was amazing.
We kind of devoured the burger off camera.
We killed it. Honestly, let's talk about a little bit about this butcher shop before we even talk about the food. This butcher shop is halal. As soon as you walk into the butcher shop, to your right, they do have a lot of like, say, non-meat stuff that you can buy.
Like a grocery.
Yeah, it's kind of like a mini side of grocery store.
I would say it's like a grocery butcher diner.
Yeah.
Oh, so I was like wondering.
They sell pantry items.
Don't care about this. Let's go for this.
What's up, guys? Another day, another video. Today we are out here in an industrial area trying a hidden gem, Shanghainese food.
Yes, it's really cool. There's like a lot of offices, industrial area here.
This place is called Mama Dumplings. Today we went a little bit, I would say, not overboard. We just saw a few items that we wanted to try.
Ooh, mapo tofu.
Like what's popular.
Not overboard.
Not overboard, right?
Not overboard.
So we got the dan dan noodles.
We got the dan dan noodles here.
Mapo tofu.
One of my faves.
I love mapo tofu. I feel like I always have to get mapo tofu, even if it sucks.
Yeah, she loves her dan dan noodles.
Yeah.
And then finally, we have a mapo tofu that we found.
Yes.
I always want mapo tofu, but I don't know why we never get it. So today I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do what I want today, and I got a mapo tofu.
So mapo tofu came with a bowl of rice too.
Yes.
So here's a bowl of rice with the mapo tofu. Pan-fried dumplings.
Pan-fried dumplings.
Right there.
And then we also got silongbao.
From the reviews, people really like their pan-fried dumplings. This is this one right here. And also the soup dumplings, which is called salongbao. Okay, well, let's start and try this before it gets cold.
So you get 6 pieces, I believe. Yeah, 6 pieces for $7.99. A very
that's
reasonable
expensive
price for what you're getting.
Let's give it a
Right,
try.
that's Vancouver prices. So this is
I'm just gonna
Canadian
one bite this,
CAD.
guys.
So $7.99, $8. What's that? That's like $5 US.
Normally, you wouldn't want to just one bite this because it's like super hot
Yeah.
for a lot of places.
Agreed.
You kind of want to like take a little bite, drink the soup first, dip the remainder.
Nah, I'm a one.
into
I
my
one
vinegar,
bite
and then
this
finish it
shit.
off. That's what I would normally
The
do.
silongbao here is actually on the smaller side, I would say. You do get more bite at the top, but it does have a decent amount of soup inside. There's not too much filling in there, but just enough for the size that it comes in.
How do you like your silonbaos?
I like them super juicy and the skin to be very thin.
And then from the reviews, people are saying that this place actually has the juiciest silongbao. What do you think?
I disagree. I'm a big silongbao fan, and
I'm a
there's
big
one place that
silongbao
we'll show
fan.
you guys in another video, and it's my all-time favorite silongbao.
We'll save that for a future video, but it's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's not
I
bad.
would say it's not
Nah,
bad
no, you
for
wouldn't.
the
My man
price.
stopped the tournament,
For
guy. You
$7.99,
understand
I
that,
would
right?
definitely come
He
back
the
if I'm in
reason
the
why the
area.
tournament got. I don't. Oh, you wasn't. I don't think you was here.
Be thinner.
Yeah,
I don't think you
agree.
was
What do
here,
you think
but
of it?
for
What do
that,
you
the
think?
ending.
I like the soup. The flavor's there.
Oh, you
Flavor's
didn't
there.
see the
You can taste
controversy, huh?
porky
Of the tournament?
flavor of the filling. Skin-wise is a little bit too. I guess the top part.
Oh my god, bro. Yo, I was telling I was like, everyone's going crazy. And I was like saying it, and Raz was like, Justin, don't say it. Because he already knew what I was gonna say. And I was like, oh, it's the commentator's fault that this shit got whooped. That the tournament got fucked up. And look, watch this. Okay. So here. So I never seen this happen before. Production error with scoring on grand final stopped the tournament mid-set. So look at this. So it says it's 2-1. Okay, it's 2-1, but in reality, sus, it's 1-1. All right, it's 1-1.
Oh, with the super! Is that it? That's it! He won! Daniel Massa with the amazing reason is your Vegas Climax champion! Oh? Was that 2? That was 3!
Round 1. Get ready.
Yo! It's 3! Hey!
What's going on?
It's over! Please, get them out of the ring!
What was that? The 3?
Yo, somebody getting off the stage!
Bro, they can't tell. They're too locked in right now. The crowd is going insane right now. No one's gonna stop them, bro.
3! It's 3!
See that? Look at this. See that? Whose fault that shit was? Raz, tell me whose fault was that?
2-1? It wasn't we saw 3 wins though. Was the score wrong?
Because the reason is, right, my man was yelling and shouting, and it caused all this shit to happen. And I feel bad for him because obviously, like, he's just trying to do his commentary, but it is what it is. Like, at least with Hell Pockets, you could hear him like go to the side and be like, "Yo, like, was it 3?" Like, you know what I mean? He wasn't screaming. Like, he went to somebody to you could hear it from the voice. He could talk. He talked to somebody, be like, "Yo, what's going on?" But he was like, yo, it's over. Stop them from playing. Oh my god, that's just crazy. So yeah, you trying to listen to that guy, huh, sus? All right. Listen to him.
It's a little bit too thick for me.
Listen to him.
Right, but the rest of the skins, it's not bad. It's okay. I say 6.8 out of 10. 6.8 out of 10 for me. What about you?
I think I give it a 7 for the price.
SA1 Ryu. It's okay. I mean, you're going to be doing a lot of EX Fireballs.
I would prefer this location over some food court places that do sell Silambao. Yeah, that's my rating.
I mean, for $7.99, you can't really beat that.
You can't go wrong.
On to the next.
This is the Shanghai.
Yeah, waited
pan-fried
forever.
Dumplings.
All right.
Don't get the soup out.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Juicy.
4 for $7.99.
What do you like more? You like this one more or the
I like the
Silambao?
Silambao more. I do like the crispiness of the bao, but I find that it kind of got.
Yeah, they literally just
soggy when she
unpaused.
died.
While we're waiting, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because I was
think if it
watching
were to
Nash
eat right
fan
away, it'd be
stream
very
while I was
delicious.
eating it.
Let
And
me
I
take
was
another bite,
like,
guys. One bite this.
that's
one.
crazy.
Give you guys a close
and
look at
then
it.
and the crazy part
That's
was
the bottom layer.
that
of
shit
it,
tied
which is
2
like
to 2.
pan fried.
Right? You took all the momentum away, tied 2 to 2.
That's the filling. So
That's the crazy part. The story was developing.
I think I prefer these ones more.
Yeah.
I think these ones are tastier.
It
I
iced
barely even did
El
vinegar.
Maza
It was pretty much the
because
pure essence
Danny El
of the
Maza was
soup
on
inside.
a
I
tear.
rate
Like
this
he
one
was
7.2
cooking
for me.
ZJZ.
6.8.
Like
A
there
little
was
lower.
no
What's the
tomorrow.
Next, guys.
Like
This is
destroying
the
him.
dandan noodle that they have. Chinese style peanut butter noodles.
Like
Kinda
a peanut
that.
sauce
Yeah.
noodle.
Let's talk about this. This is normally one of Angeli's
And then once he
favorite
unpaused, my man
noodle
lost
dishes.
the
Yeah.
game and it tied
Dan
2 to
Dan
2.
meat sauce.
I'm not a big fan of dandan noodles, period, just because I'm not like a,
He's not a peanut butter guy.
yeah, I'm not like a super
He's not
duper-
really into peanut butter or sesame. I'm really into sesame paste, peanut butter, like very creamy, rich textures. Anson's not really into that.
I don't mind it, but it wouldn't be like my
Go-to.
my go-to.
I'm gonna be completely honest. It's stale. It has the stale peanut taste.
You know
and
what
I
it
can't
is?
get over
ZJZ
it.
threw
It
that
makes the
shit.
dish taste
I think he
very
felt
stale.
bad.
So I'm gonna
Because
be
he
giving
started
this
doing
dish,
those
like a
sus
1 out of
ass
10.
DPs on reversal.
I have to agree.
You started
do
doing
taste
sus
like
ass
stale
a
DPs.
peanut.
stale peanut.
It tastes like peanuts have been sitting on the shelf for too long. It might be our mistake to get this dish. We do see a lot of people getting like stir-fried Shanghainese noodles.
Shanghainese noodles, yeah.
And that might be what our mistake was.
We wanted to try it. It's one of those things where every time she walks into a Chinese restaurant, the first thing would be like dandan noodles.
I want to get it to compare because every restaurant does it so different. And after today, I know exactly what I like in a dandan mein.
I don't like how soupy it is.
I don't like how soupy it is. One thing that threw me off completely was a stale peanut.
Thus, one day I'm gonna do a
1 out of 10.
collab with these
Do not
guys,
get
okay?
this.
You're gonna be upset. You're gonna be
I
upset.
want to be honest.
The
I'm
next
gonna do a
dish we have
collab with
here
these guys
is
eventually. I'm gonna run into
mapo
them and
tofu.
be like,
This is
yo,
one
shit,
of
I'm a huge
Angela's
fan.
Childhood favorite,
Favorites,
right?
yeah.
She has yet found something that is
Hit the spot.
That hit the spot.
Because
See,
we
she
live
knows.
in a very
She knows. She knows. Like I said, anytime I see a mapo tofu, I have the same reasoning. I haven't found the perfect mapo tofu. You know what I mean? I need to find the perfect mapo tofu.
a city with a lot of like Chinese influence. I got mapo tofu quite often. I usually never get it. Actually, I never get it.
I think one of the reasons why you don't get it is because
Nobody else likes it.
It's not
Yeah,
that
not
no
the
one
wife
likes it.
swap.
It's
That's
that
crazy.
it's a bigger
Facts.
portion.
No, it's not that. I don't get it because I don't want to get something that everybody can't eat because it's not a dish that my family or Anson actually really enjoys eating. They don't hate it, but it's not like they love it. And I don't want to be that person to get something where it's like, oh, I'm forced to eat it. But today I was like, you know what? I want to get it today.
A lot of places
I know that's
have
a show,
mapo
yeah.
tofu, but their mapo tofu dish is actually really big. And not a lot of places actually serve a small mapo
portion
tofu like
size.
this.
Yeah.
How much is this? How much is
This
mapo
was
tofu?
only $11.99.
Oh, so this is $11.99.
So guys, and it comes with a bowl of rice. And I could already smell that it has a very strong Szechuan flavor to it.
That
and
looks
I
good,
know,
though. The
yes,
mapo tofu
I
does
know
look
this
good.
is authentic. I know. It's not what I grew up. I'm trying to find this flavor that I grew up eating, and I don't think I ever will.
I think what she likes is more of a Cantonese style.
If you guys watched us, I know if you guys already know that I love mala and I love Shanghai.
What do you do when you lose a tournament due to an announcer's fuck up? Do you just hold that or do you say
Don't
something?
Get me wrong.
Let's give it a try.
I mean, you
Guys.
can't do anything at that point. Like,
you.
it is what it is, I guess.
Cheers, guys.
Like, the announcer will get in trouble, but they're not
By the
going
way,
to be
guys,
like,
are you guys
we're going to
noodle
revert
peoples,
and
or are
you got to
guys
play
rice
again.
people?
Let us know in the comments below, guys. What are you?
I'm a big
That,
noodle
it's just
girl.
an
I love
unfortunate
noodles.
situation.
I'm Team Rice, guys. Comment below, Team Rice or Team Noodles. Let us know, guys.
I think rice is gonna win. Also, I like
Yeah,
to
Team Rice always
mush
wins.
my tofu. So it looks like that.
Oh,
Ooh.
dropped.
Big bite. Honestly, that might be my favorite dish so far.
It's flavorful.
Right?
What do you think, babe?
Like the mapo tofu? I like it.
Tell us what you think about it. Would you come back for it? And what do you rate it?
I rated it like a 7.5. It just tastes like your classic mapo tofu with the Szechuan flavors. I like how you have like the big chunks of tofu and then you can break it down yourself if needed. It's very flavorful.
As for a
it's
refund,
not too spicy. It has a
bro,
nice rich
refund is
umami flavor
worth
to it. And it
nothing.
pairs perfectly with rice. And I would come back for it if we're in the area.
I think for $11.99, you get a solid amount.
Yeah.
Plus, you get a bowl
Marvel
of rice.
Zombies?
That's a very good lunch combo.
Wait, nah,
It's pretty
you
filling.
talking about the show?
taste is there, and this is the type of sauce that goes.
Oh, no,
really
I don't-
well and
actually-
pairs really well with.
Oh no, I didn't know there was a show. I remember when I think about Marvel Zombies, I thought about like Marvel What If, and there was like that zombie episode. I didn't know there was a standalone show, Marvel Zombies.
Rice.
Yes.
You can probably. I think anyone that likes rice.
Yeah, I
and
didn't know
sauce
that
and
at
stuff, You
all.
can probably finish this whole thing really fast.
Really fast.
Because this is one of the items where you can't just really eat it individually.
No.
You kind of have to eat it with something.
Yeah.
With that being said, I think I would give this mapo tofu 7.3 out of 10.
I haven't watched
It's
any of the
tasty.
Marvel
It's tasty.
shows on
I like
Disney
it.
Plus.
Yeah, and if you like chili oil, spiciness,
And numbing.
There's just
numbing.
way
spice,
too much.
This
and
is
it's
the-
for you.
this
But
is-
if-
this is for you.
if
Too
you
many-
don't
too
like
many
numbing
things to
spice,
watch.
If you're not into Szechuan chili, it's not for you.
Do you think it's spicy?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Is it spicy to you?
It's numbing.
It's just numbing.
Numbing.
It's not spicy. It's just
Yeah.
numbing. So if you guys hate that numbing feeling,
That's that mala.
This is not for you.
then don't get it.
That's that
Let's
mala,
recap.
the
So
numbing.
today, again, we're at Mama's Dumpling and Coffee.
Yep.
Oh, I think they serve coffee.
Oh, they do serve coffee.
They do have a espresso machine. I
Yo,
believe, and they serve,
my
like,
man,
wow, they
stupid
serve,
red
okay, so they
name
serve,
just
like,
hit 420.
Americanos, lattes.
That was the stupid
Guys,
red
after
name. Thanks so
tasting
much.
them,
Rich Prof, also with the Prime. Thank you, thank you.
Really good with the
Appreciate you,
stir-fried
bro.
Dishes. And I think that's where we made the mistake of getting the dandan noodles. We should have got the Shanghainese noodles because I think that's what shines is their wok, and they actually do serve a lot of dishes that are in like fried in the wok, and I think that's what we might have made a mistake on.
A lot of
I agree.
superhero. Yeah, I know
think
there's a
this
lot
will
of
definitely
superhero
go well
shows.
with any
But
stir-fried dishes.
And guys,
There's
there's
just
actually
too
so
much to
many
watch.
kinds of dumplings. So you get they have other types of dumplings, like just the regular like boiled dumplings or the fried dumplings. They have
Yeah, I
pork,
like the
beef,
mala
pork and
spice. The
celery,
mala
fish and
spice is
shrimp,
really,
shrimp,
really
egg
good.
and chives, pork and Chinese cabbage, etc., etc. There's just so much dumpling options
Today we had the mapo tofu, which is $11.99.
with rice.
Got the Shanghai soup dumplings, xiaolongbao, for $7.99.
Yep.
But yeah,
And
of
we
course,
got
I
the
put you
pan
down
fried
for the
dumplings
omakase.
for also $7.99. You get
We're
four
gonna be
pieces.
probably eating
Obviously,
with
the
Boss,
dandan noodle that we got
Maru, and
for,
Tominaga.
I believe it was like $9.99. So $9.99 for that.
That should
that's
be
a
pretty
recap.
good.
Would you come
Be
back?
fun times.
And what is your overall experience of this place?
Yeah, I think I'd come back for the mapo tofu and I would try more of their dumplings. Their dumplings are good, and I would definitely want to try the
Are those
other
dessert
options.
dumplings?
Same thing.
No.
I'll come back for the dumplings. I'll come back.
Specifically, right?
Yeah, specifically, and I'll come back. For
Yeah, I'm
the
actually,
pan-fried
I
dumplings.
actually
Maybe I'll try, like,
extended
the other
2 more
dumplings that
days.
they
Of course, I'm
offer.
staying
It
to the
seems like
6th
that's more like their
because I
specialty.
realized during
Yeah.
my
And
Eagle
also
Japan
the
schedule I
stir-fried
won't have time to
dishes,
do
so the
anything.
mapo tofu,
So I
maybe
wanted
some
at
of the
least 2
noodles, that
days to like
stir-fries,
go
fried
shop and
rices.
eat
I'll
at some
definitely come
places I
back for
want to go
those
to.
ones. Overall experience, I would say it's not
So I
bad.
leave on
I
the
think
6th.
I'll come back. I'll give it a good 7. Like I'll say 7.
Yeah.
My overall experience would be a 7. Like I said, $7.99 to $9.99 dishes is pretty affordable in today's economy.
I would say. Yes.
Yeah. So 7 out of 10 for me. And what about you?
I would say 7 out of 10.
The Red Lobster?
7 out of 10, guys. Once again, thanks a lot for watching,
Ooh,
and thanks for
I know,
supporting us.
probably not.
Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe as always.
And follow us on social media. It's Kinkai Eats on TikTok and Instagram.
That's it, guys. We'll see you guys.
Grill marks, that's what you want. That's the effect that you get from a charcoal grill.
Ooh, what? I am jealous of that mukbanger,
What's up, guys? How's it
JWong.
going? Another
You guys
video.
mentioned
Spend
because
some
she
time
did
now.
a
We're having
collab with Yuna from
Chinese barbecue.
ITZY
This
for
place
their
is
ice cream
called
song.
Tan Lu Barbecue.
Hold on, actually, I might have to go here because let me see.
I'm with Anjali right now. Anjali is with me. She's right across from me. She's
This is a
filming.
Chinese
she's,
barbecue
A
spot.
little tired today, so she's not going to be filming, but let's just say hello, baby.
Hi, guys.
All right, so she's here. She's here in spirit. So just imagine that she's here with me. I mean, she is here with me, across from me. I've been to Korean barbecues. I've been to all sorts of barbecues, but this is a Chinese barbecue. So if you guys never heard of a Chinese barbecue, this pineapple
lifesaver flavor is godlike. You know what? I was actually telling the chat how godlike Mikiya was, and they were like, "What's that?" And I was like, yo, it's," and I showed them John Rock's video, and I was like, "Yo, listen, Noel was so upset that he never knew about this place, and it was his first time going."
Or even like Korean dishes. So it's kind of like,
I was like, yeah, you was pissed off,
like,
bro.
An inspiration of Chinese / Korean.
He's like, yo, I'm
inspiration.
Tight. I'm like,
they
why?
Have, like, Korean
it's so
soups.
good. I'm mad. It's
They
my
have,
first time coming here.
Clearly inspired by Korean Chinese people, right?
So there's like this little village or like town or something in China that has like Korean people, and they only speak Korean there. They speak Korean and Chinese.
100%. That's a must go. That's a guarantee. Really I told you, it's my spot.
In China, it's called Yanbian or Yanbian. I don't know how to pronounce it. That's a little village town in China. I personally really enjoy like Chinese fusion fusion Korean barbecue. What's special about this place is that they use charcoal, and
this is a local for like they all go eat around Vancouver, and I'm like, oh.
I don't know any other restaurant in Vancouver or Richmond or BC or whatever that brings out charcoal, and that's what stands out about this place is the charcoal. And electric grilling and charcoal grilling taste is completely different. If you guys enjoy barbecue as much as I do, you should know the flavor profile changes.
I agree.
Yo, y'all hating, bro. Why y'all hating?
Like regular barbecue.
Yeah, hands down.
Hands down. It just tastes different. If you were to pick Korean barbecue or Chinese barbecue, what would you like?
I'd pick this place, like hands down. Like I wouldn't even question it because they have exactly the same things. Like if you're gonna go to a Korean barbecue, they're gonna give you unmarinated pork belly. It's pork belly.
Yeah, you guys will see. We'll show you guys the food. We'll tell you why we like this place.
Sorry, the reason why I'm putting my hand up is because I'm right in front of the grill and it's so hot and it's like burning my face.
So it does come with like a bunch of like sauce and stuff like that.
If she about the bulgogi, I'm unsubscribing.
See here, there's like garlic in the middle. So garlic, some pepper, and
that's like the classic Korean dip. For this sauce here, it has like a lemon
Please
garlic.
be about the bulgogi. Well, unfortunately, I'm not. We can't watch the rest of the video because it's dinner time. So I have to leave. All right, I'll talk to you guys later, bro. I gotta go dinner time. Then I gotta help Harper with spelling, do some work. All right, I'm gonna send you guys a duck. Have a great one. Like I said, it was just a chill stream. I played way too much games this past 3 days. Yeah, so I will talk to you guys later, man. Have a good one. Peace.